Hello everybody, the Worm is back again for the beginning of a new route, I suppose, is how we're calling them. Last time we finished the Ota route, interestingly enough. Of all the characters we've started out with, I'm surprised I got his ending, but in any case, that was I guess the red line here. There's also is this purple? Purple and a yellow line. And our green line here is still blocked. We can't proceed. And that makes me curious as to whether this is the true ending or, I'm not sure. In any case, let me give a few thoughts on the Ota route before moving on. It was alright. To be sure, Ota was not, and is not, my favorite character. But the whole story with him and his mother and his father and the whole family dynamic, I personally felt that it was all right. I am lucky in that I've not had to have a situation where I've had a close relative with memory issues. But I know of people who have, and I know it is a very, it can be some of the most difficult, how do I want to word this? It can break families apart. It can lead to some very, very ugly situations, to be sure. And it looks like in this instance, they were able to. In this instance, it looks like Ota has started along the path to bettering himself, bettering his relationship with his mother, such as he can, considering her state of mind. And I think it ends on a good note for him, considering the words he has at the end. Because throughout this whole thing, we see, Ota, he has this sort of unhealthy obsession with Iris that causes him to do, for one thing, it takes away his focus from improving himself and leads him to do misdeeds. He in 2 routes now he's assaulted a police officer, because of his obsession with Iris. It seems to have started out from a good place where Iris picked him up when he was down, and we know that his family went through some really rough patches, and we're in the middle of a rough patch during this whole situation. So ending it with him resolving himself to become a better person and someone who can support his ailing mother, I think is it's wholesome. And going through that last Somnium with Mayumi, and it was definitely it was as heartwarming as it was saddening. I think it accomplished what it set out to do, this whole ending route. The only issue for me personally is that it kind of felt like it deviated from everything else. If you're someone who is really invested in Ota, then I guess this would have been, an amazing route for you. It's just, I'm not one of those people, so it just kind of felt like I was starting to question, okay, but when are we gonna, when is this gonna lead back into what we were doing? And the answer to that is it just didn't. It just ended. Even though they were, like, Iris had just woken back up, and we started to investigate the thing with Sosagema, and then nothing. And so, I've read some visual novels, but I've not read. Let me try and think. I don't think I've read any visual novels that have branching roots or different roots, different branches. Because is that more of a staple of romance visual novels where you have different character roots? I've not really done that before, so I'm not really used to just going down a route and then it just ending like that. Maybe that's more common than I realize, but it did feel a bit strange. So I guess we're going to have more routes that just kind of end like that. And again, it's weird to me that we have all this development and information, and then... Well, I'm assuming there's a true end, right? But... I don't know. I just have to see how it... Overall, I rate Oda's route as good, but it didn't necessarily click with me personally. So, and Oda still needs to be arrested for assaulting an officer twice. In any case, I think we're going to go down this yellow route. I have no idea what that's going to be. I am curious how these two Somniums are going to change. Let's go ahead and do that. If you'll give me 1 second, I'll be right back, actually. Just half a minute. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna do the other direction this time, and we'll see where that takes us. Now I think.
Can you please take me with you?
Let's just let's skip ahead. We know what we were doing. Wow, that really does skip fast, huh?
Curse you, polar bear!
Okay. So if I'm remembering right, I think there's a few...
Iris is on the platform.
Yes, there's a few easy
Test.
things here.
Iris is on the... Iris is on the platform.
Okay. Still don't know how to get this thing. Because that's obviously a secret. Is there a way to... No. There must be like a secret way to climb up here.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
No. Curse you, secret. Curse you.
The ice on the floor.
We want to punch it.
This is for
Okay. And now we will do...
A plate attached to the cold has frost.
breathe on it, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah, D's don't really do it for me. They have to be at least an F.
There is no end.
Now back to work.
There seems to be nothing here.
Well, that didn't work. So let's do... What is this?
An oil, though it is.
Roll it.
Acetone? Acet? What is this?
It's an A.
No, I don't want to die. I eventually stopped thinking. That's Tessa! Stand your ground! Oda Matsushita cowers to no one!
Okay.
I have to fight back with something!
Wait. Huh. We were just on that shelf. Like, how did we get on top of there? It's not. Can we, like, jump in this form? Probably not. Well, obviously, we gotta check out this remote control.
A remote control. It fell when Otto ran into the shelf.
But first, I see power board and I see turn on electricity. So let's actually
Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
look at this first.
It appears to be a power panel.
Let's just throw something.
This is an ice-cold one.
Iba, aim for the switch.
Position target in the center and hit the switch. Position target in the center and hit the switch.
Hey, we got it.
Now it will move! I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
Regardless of the truth, right now, I am Ota's last hope. I have to help him up.
This is annoying.
How do I get up here?
A plate attached to the cold has frost.
I don't know.
You have 3
It's gonna annoy me. It's not like it's that important. It's just it's one of those things where it feels like it should be obvious, but I guess I don't know.
Ota looks frightened.
Cheer, I think was how it was last
Ota
time.
will feel the worth of Iris's peace when he grasps it.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't run away now. I can't sacrifice Tessa. Awaken the soul! Maybe this!
Oh my goodness. Man, imagine if we had done that, if we've done this route first, and we thought it was still Mayumi. That would have been a big oof moment.
Date, you've hit the limit. Time's up.
Wait.
Hey, that's not
I can
true.
almost make out their face.
Computer, force shutdown.
Stop! Stop it!
Okay, boss. Surely, okay, wait, then that blood puddle there, that original blood puddle, should be the culprit. You should be able to, you know, like run DNA tests or something on that original blood puddle. So I guess when we do this different Somnium route, is it like an actual alternate reality we're doing?
What were you thinking?
Well, boss, did you see the timer? I had about 3 minutes left still. You can't fool me. I had 3 minutes left.
You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes.
Yeah, and I had 3.
Any longer, and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
I still remember them saying that from the first Somnium, and that's... What does that mean? What would that even look like? Taken over by the subject. What does that mean? Because they're not saying, like, you die. They just said, you say your mind's taken over? What does that mean?
I know.
Has that happened before? What would that even look like? Would it be... I don't even understand what that means.
No, you clearly don't.
Yes, I don't. Thank you.
This isn't just about you, Date. If your consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
Are they mind wiped too? Like, what does that mean? Is it... well...
If I may? Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync. Date and Ota both read normal, although the timing was really close.
Oh, computer, come on. I had 3 minutes.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
Yeah, and I think that's the real reason why you did that.
Not necessarily. We need to verify that Ota did in fact see the culprit's face. That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota,
Huh?
you saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
You see?
I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over. They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part. But as soon as I did, I got stabbed in my gut.
That is what we witnessed in his Somnium.
Yeah.
Mysterious mushrooms.
Date, look! That haunted girl is crawling out of the well. Well, why not give knife hunting a whirl?
Are you glitching out or something?
Now, I think she's suffering from a severe case of referential
I wish I
humor.
could climb up on that table and fly around the world on it with Tessa.
What kind of fantasy is that?
Probably more references.
I've been watching you forever and ever.
Hey, did you hear something just now?
I did not. Perhaps you're imagining it.
Okay, is that the second time we've heard something looking at this locker? I feel like last time it was like a laugh or something. I don't remember when we did that, but I distinctly remember we looked at something in this room and we heard laughter. And that was definitely more than just laughter that time. Is that a reference to, or is that something more? Because it felt like something more. It was a voice speaking to us. Hey, Pewter.
It's all right. As I mentioned earlier, both your brainwaves are normal. However, I'm sure there was some overload. You should go home and get some rest.
Offer a genuine apology, my goodness.
I know it was dangerous to sink past the time limit. That was my fault, and I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry?
Yes.
Then you owe me some Dom P at my favorite club in Kabukicho. Or you can lick my shoes. Either or.
I vowed to never apologize for anything ever again. Good choice, Date. Good choice. How you feeling, bud?
I've been better. I'm still a little drowsy.
What about your stab wound?
My what? Oh! Oh, it hurts. It started acting up suddenly. Ow!
Sure it did.
It's because you grabbed me and forced me to come here, Date!
Don't blame me. That was Boss.
I'll sue you for this!
Oh, come on.
Hey, bud. Did you forget you assaulted me earlier?
Or, how about this? Get me one of the straws Tessa used, and I won't sue you.
Okay.
I see Ota is back to his healthy self.
No more character development for Ota now.
Guess so.
Because I was scared.
Scared?
The killer could come here to finish the job.
But you didn't get a good look at their face, right?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case.
Or did you have it because it was Boss under there and you kept it there because you felt she was going to get you, and you didn't tell us right now because she's in the room?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Date? Preparing in advance in case you might need it. Like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party. Oh, sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
Oof.
I have more experience than you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you're making that insult.
Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse, did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
Like, even if the blood has been wiped away, there should be blood on the hook, right? That we should test for that.
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
Maybe?
It's like I told you, I don't really remember much. With all the tension and excitement and fear and adrenaline, my mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it. The crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg. And then, when the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
Date, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but I mean, what, did the culprit have time to wipe up their blood before running out? I mean, it's good to check too, you know, check if there's any record of any leg wounds that were treated recently. And it doesn't look like Boss has any, it doesn't look like the Boss has a leg wound or is limping or anything. But surely, I mean, when we investigated the crime scene, did we see the hook at all? I don't remember.
None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
I mean, if it's someone associated with So Seijima or the Yakuza, there could be some sort of, you know, back alley doctor or something.
If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound.
Definitely looked like it.
He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
You think there are multiple killers?
That is not what I said. They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
I relayed the information to Boss and Pewter.
So we know that the culprit has a deep wound on their left leg. That information could be crucial in catching them.
Date, get out there. Look for people with an injured left leg.
Yes, just stop everyone and ask to see their left leg.
How exactly?
Can't you just go ask around or something?
Okay, stop joking, Boss.
Are you serious? Do you know how many people live in this city?
Oh, what is this?
What?
Date, what is the matter?
We've not seen this effect before. You okay, Date? Date?
Date!
Are you alright?
Peter said our brainwaves were normal. What happened to us there? Oh my goodness, did we... How many... What? We're already on a new thing. Hey, Mizuki. It says it's Tuesday. I don't remember. It's been a few days. I don't remember precisely when we are right now. Monday, Tuesday. Okay. Just a day. That was really quick, huh? When did we see Mizuki have the superhuman strength? Was that past here? Or was it up here? Because that's a weird detail to have been thrown in, right? Like that has to pop in some time.
Hey, this is...
Oh, you're alive.
Suki? happened?
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sink last night, didn't you?
I don't think so.
Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over. They said to let you sleep it off because you were tired from the investigation.
Hmm. Don't you have school? Why are you here?
I'm off today.
Why? Today's Tuesday. You should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you? Taking the day off for mourning.
Oh yeah. Probably should have remembered that. I'm sorry, Mizuki. It's just, you know, I've been timeline reality jumping, so it's difficult for me to keep track of where I am. So, give me a break.
I see.
Did Boss and Pewter say anything?
Oh, Date's brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
So they told you I'm completely fine, huh?
I detect no noticeable damage to your brain.
Yeah, but you were conscious throughout that whole thing, right?
You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
Where's Oda?
He probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced. And about what happened at the cold storage warehouse.
Why did she tell her all that?
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation.
So she just told her all of it, huh?
The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
Hey, will you take me with you?
I told you yesterday, Mizuki. I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right? The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
No. You stay here.
Date, don't you know how I feel? My parents are dead. I saw their bodies with my own eyes. If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy.
I would like to know what extent, like, she's vaguely superhuman. I'd like to know a bit more details about that.
Date, please.
Because, I mean, depending on how superhuman she is, I mean, you know, maybe she'd be in less danger than we are. It's just, I don't,
Date, consider Mizuki's feelings. She is lonely. Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years, but clearly, she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now. You know to whom I am referring.
wouldn't, I feel like she should be under some kind of, I mean, yes, we are police, but we're like her guardian. I feel like she should have extra police protection considering both parents got murdered and her friends were assaulted. Like, okay, I guess we're doing this.
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
I mean, normally, like, taking a 12-year-old, but superhuman. I don't quite understand.
Thank you. Thank you, Date.
Plus, she seems much more intelligent and has a stronger will than normal 12-year-olds. So that I feel like there's more to her uniqueness than just strength, right? Or is that just me?
Here, wipe your tears. We're heading out.
Date, I must admit, I am at a disadvantage.
In what regard?
The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
We need to revisit the scene. It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
Well, I'm still wondering whether there was blood. I mean, we saw a blood puddle. And shouldn't there been blood on the hook? Is that not... You know, fair enough. I don't know much about policing, and thus I don't know much about police techniques. But I mean, this is in a cyberpunky future. Shouldn't they have even more advanced tech than what we have now? I mean, we know they do. They have the sync machine, for goodness sake. So, surely there would be a way to collect a sample of the blood, either from the hook or from the puddle, and... I mean... Or am I crazy?
Or ask around the city for further information.
I feel like this is like barking up the wrong tree sort of thing. Just me then? No one else? Okay. I guess let's go. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot here. One second. And we can't go to... Oh yeah, we can. Okay. I'm gonna follow my hunch. Let's just go here. See what we can find.
This is where Iris and Ota almost got killed, right? Gives me goosebumps.
You scared? That's rare. You need to chill.
Ha! Nice, Date.
You need to get better jokes.
Oh, I understand. Chill, meaning both cold and relax. A pun intended.
Yes.
Don't explain it. It's embarrassing.
Okay, there's the crane. Bam! Instantly. Let's do it. Yeah. So, is there no blood on it? Really? I'm not crazy, right? Bloodstain. That it's Ota's and the
Ota
killer's,
was down around
right?
here.
Correct.
Yeah. But didn't...
The bloodstains there must belong to Ota.
Correct.
But where did
No, wait.
Yes, please.
That's where the polar bear's leg was pierced by the hook.
Yes, finally.
Date, I've analyzed the blood.
Okay, give it to me.
The bloodstain here is not from a single person.
Yes.
2 different blood types are present. One of them is most likely Ota's, the other.
Hey, do you have DNA forensics on that bloodstain?
Of course, yeah. I already sent it to the lab to be analyzed. I'm just waiting to hear back.
Why are you waiting?
Because that blood is from Ota Matsushida's wound, right? I didn't think there was any need to rush the results.
Tell them we need it analyzed urgently. Highest priority. The culprit's blood is mixed with Ota's.
Yes, sir. Understood.
You did it, Date.
Wait. No, I screwed up. I screwed this up. Nah, Mizuki, we screwed up big time. Yeah, I missed something incredibly important and crucial. We need to restart that whole scene.
This is where Ira gives me goosebumps.
Okay, I was being hasty, but thankfully we can here we go. This is what we needed.
Oh, wait. I remember. It was Kagami, right?
What did you say?
Oh, sorry, my fault. Must be mistaken.
No. No! You're exactly right. Wow.
What's the matter with you?
Sorry, I just get so emotional sometimes.
Date, this guy is kind of weird.
You're right, Mizuki. Stay away.
Huh? What?
There are a lot of weirdos out there. If you get a bad feeling, trust your instincts and don't get too close.
Good advice, Dante.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Hey.
There we go. Sorry for the little interruption there. It was very important that I got that.
This might sound weird coming from me, but don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Thank you for caring. It means a lot.
Yeah, but what's your name again?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I just totally forgot.
Date, sir,
Hmm? What is it?
this is how it's supposed to be. A man like you doesn't have to remember the names of people like me.
But we're co-workers. We both work for the MPD. Isn't it rude to not remember your name?
No, not at all. It has to be this way.
All right, if you say so.
No, not so far. Yeah, you're right. Maybe in a previous life we...
Taro. You must be Taro, right?
No, I'm not Taro. Well, I don't dislike it. Of course, depending on the case, sometimes it does get pretty discouraging. But that just makes the job all the more important, right? It means it really makes a difference in the world.
You're a great guy.
You should learn from him.
Do you know why I do this job? What keeps me going?
I heard you became a cop so you could steal underwear from the gym and not get in trouble.
Curses. How did she know?
Who told you that? I'll show them trouble.
Okay. Well, I'm glad my hunch was correct. It just felt strange that they
What
didn't...
would happen if I put you in that box and then soaked it in gasoline and then lit it on fire?
I don't know, Mizuki. What would happen if you put Date in that box and soaked it in gasoline and then lit it on fire?
I'd die, obviously. Well, you couldn't fit me in the box anyway.
Oh. I'll just cut you into pieces then.
What, like Sosejima?
What would happen if I put you in that box and then dropped a 5-ton weight on it?
I'd die, obviously. Jeez, do you want to kill me?
I would collect a lot of insurance.
You have life insurance, Date? I guess you do.
I could cut you to pieces with that.
Nice. Okay. I'm glad I'm not crazy.
The polar bear. Where did he hurt his leg? He did get hurt, right? The boss lady said so.
The crane hook got stuck, and then...
That's right. The polar bear must... That me.
Yes.
Huh? What do you mean?
This is Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I know you said Renju doesn't own it or anything, but I thought maybe you might have seen it before.
No, not at all.
Really?
Yes, stop being annoying. Why would I lie about that? Could I have your jacket? Oh, wait. Never mind. That jacket probably hasn't been washed in years.
Who said I'd give it to you anyway? Don't disregard good intentions so casually.
Mizuki is a quick thinker. You are her father figure now. You should praise her so she matures.
Wow, it's very gung-ho of you, Aiba. Not that I disagree, but...
I don't want her to mature. She's trouble enough as it is.
Okay, well, I still feel like there should have been blood on the crane. I'll say this is good
down
enough.
Around here. The blood...
Date.
We're making progress.
If this goes well, we can identify the criminal with a single test.
There we go.
But it might take some time for the results to come out. No point waiting here. We might as well check somewhere else.
Got it.
Okie dokie. Where to now? What's here? Why? This is where Iris... No, excuse me, not Iris. Mizuki went to train. But what's to look there now? Stretch. Gotta stretch a bit. Okay. We haven't been to Bloom Park in a long time. Let's check that out.
I remember telling you before that Bloom Park is an important part of my memories. Before it shut down, I came here a lot with Daddy and Mom. They fought a lot. But sometimes they got along. Whenever we were here, it was one of those sometimes days. I remember it clearly. I was just a little girl, but it was so rare to see them laughing together. That's why I remember it so well. I remember riding the merry-go-round like this. Mom was standing right next to me. She was holding me, so I wouldn't fall.
Last Friday. So it's only been 4 days in total so far. That's crazy.
Daddy was on the outside taking pictures of me and Mom. He was on the other side of the fence with an old camera. Every time we passed in front of him, Mom and I would wave our hands. We sound like a happy family, huh?
He must have gotten good pictures.
No, actually. We tried developing them at the park, but they came out all blurry and out of focus. But Mom wasn't mad or upset or anything. She just started laughing. That might have been the first and last time the three of us laughed out loud together. Other than last Friday? Nope. I haven't. This place has been off limits for almost a decade. Even if it wasn't, I don't think I would want to come back here.
Why is that?
How can I explain it? I guess I just wanted to keep that memory beautiful. I didn't want to ruin it or replace it with another. But in the end, it was replaced with the worst memory possible. I couldn't get on many of them because I was so little, but I did ride the Ferris wheel. And the panda ride. They're kinda tame now, but at the time they were really fun. I was having so much fun, it felt wrong. Like it was too good to be true.
I didn't say anything as Mizuki climbed down from the horse. Then she asked me something strange.
Hey Date, how do you define family?
Define it?
What did that one character from that one show say? Love. It's love, Mizuki. It's families are when strangers come together with love. Or something like that. And blood only helps in that regard. Is that the where this is going? I mean, it's a good point. I'm not trying to bash it. I feel like I've heard this conversation before, that's all.
You mean like being blood related?
That would mean you and I could never be family. Well, I guess that's okay.
It's okay.
This is what I think. A family is a perfectly ordinary relationship in the most ordinary way.
And what is ordinary to you?
Huh?
Like, you say, I'm home, and you get a welcome home back.
I see.
Doing those ordinary things automatically, without even thinking about it, is what a family is.
In a sense, the people you're most comfortable around. Or the people you can be most vulnerable with. That's what you're saying.
That's why maybe me and Mom and Daddy weren't able to be a family. Our whole lives, we never could be ordinary. Even if I tried my hardest to be normal, it would just be awkward. Eventually, I got tired of trying. I killed them.
What?
I killed Mom and Daddy. I was never a good girl. I didn't listen to Mom. I couldn't do ordinary things. That's why Mom hit me. And why Mom and Daddy didn't get along. And why they got divorced. Then Mom had to start working. And start doing business with dangerous people. If I was just a good girl, Mom wouldn't have been killed. All of this, is all my fault.
No. No, that is exactly the wrong conclusion, Mizuki.
Why me?
Is this a Date memory?
Hey, haven't you had enough?
It is a Date memory.
Why me?
I'm not married, so take this with a grain of salt, but it's not just you, right? Doesn't every family have a tough time raising children?
Our child is abnormal.
Abnormal?
Well, that might actually be true in your case. Nonetheless.
Ever since she was a baby, no child should cry at night as much as she did. No child should dislike buggy rides that much. No child should ask to be picked up and hugged all the time. She's still abnormal even now. Other children would have learned to clean up after themselves by now. They would be studying, going to bed on time, waking up on time. Yet why is my little girl?
She sounds like a normal kid to me. Maybe the problem isn't with Mizuki. Maybe it's you.
Oof. Stabbing with the blade of truth.
I'm doing more than anyone. Our child is stupid, brain dead, abnormal.
Well, I can see my initial impression from her profile seems to have borne out a bit. That is... Maybe... Let's hope it's the drink talking. Well... We just had Mizuki say that Shoko hits her, so I mean, this is probably not just the drink. Shoko's just not a very good person, it sounds like.
Date, honey, you can't work her up like that.
And, you know, it's like... Here's the thing with the discussion on, like, corporal punishment, you know? And to be clear, I am not for corporal punishment at all. I'm just not. But the way Mizuki described and the way she is, it doesn't even sound like that. It just sounds like abuse.
I think she's loaded. Let her get this off her chest. Hey, Shoko, no. There, I scolded her. You sure you aren't drinking too much, honey? If you pass out, there's no way I can control her.
How did we meet again? I mean, her and Date? How is it we got into such a relationship where she's comfortable going out drinking with us?
Sleeping at home, not knowing that her mother is crying her eyes out because of her. What? Why? I finally get some time to myself and you want to end it?
Date, really? Just let her talk a little longer.
Oh, so your outfit is very blue.
I quit my job for that girl.
Very blue.
I threw away the career that I built with my own hands. I raised my child at the expense of my own life. But one little slap.
Are you hitting your kid?
There's nothing I can do. I have no choice.
Oh, come on.
I know you should never raise your hand to a child. I know that. But I have a good reason.
Okay, let's hear it.
She doesn't listen to me. So what else am I supposed to do?
If she's not listening to you, then you're doing something wrong. Well, let me be clear in this way too. Again, I think I've said this in the past. I'm not a parent, so me making statements about something are all just really it's all like hypothetical for me. So, you know, I'm sure being a parent is very difficult. I'm sure it's also wonderful in many ways, but it's all I'm trying to say is it is easy for me to sort of say, oh, Shoko, you're evil and, you know, you should have just done better. But it's easy for me to sit here and say that when I've never had to raise a kid. So, but again, I do think she's in the wrong. I mean, I know Mizuki does seem abnormal, but not in a if anything, she seems mature for her age, at least temperamentally, and like she doesn't like hanging out with kids of her age because she seems, I guess, maybe smarter than them. But the thing I would have thought would be this weird strength thing, but apparently Date was the first to notice that. So I'm not, again, I need to understand precisely what's going on with Mizuki. There's three huge things in this game that I really want to know, and the game refuses to tell me. One, why is Mizuki superhuman? Two, what's the deal with Iris, her past? And three, who in the world is boss? It's just those are the three things I need to know before I can make grand statements about anything. It's just
What the hell do you mean, what am I supposed to do? That's no reason
Sorry,
to hit a child.
I went off on like 3 tangents there. I don't know.
So of course she starts crying.
Well, if you hit a child, the child will probably start crying.
And it's so irritating that I have to hit her again to get her to stop. And Mizuki cries and cries some more. Why are you crying? If you're gonna cry, why didn't you just listen to me in the first place? Then I wouldn't have to hit you.
Okay.
Stupid Mizuki.
It's like we're having a reverse situation with Ota, where it was Oda calling Oda calling his mother stupid. Now we have Shoko calling her daughter stupid. Look, it's bad both ways, but this seems more severe because, at least in Oda's case, they weren't physically, Oda wasn't slapping his mom, but here Shoko's, hitting her daughter.
Stupid girl. It's not my fault. Everything is her fault.
So this is just straight up classic abuser. That's what we're going for. Nothing is ever your fault. It's always someone else's fault.
Have you talked to Renju about this?
I'm trying. I'm trying harder than anyone. Why doesn't anyone see that? Why doesn't anyone understand?
I mean, to be fair, from what we've heard of Renju, he's probably a bit at fault too. Although the negative things we've heard about Renju seem to have occurred after the divorce, so I don't know as much about Renju pre-divorce. But obviously this whole familial situation was not good.
Date.
So it's hard to believe Renju was, being a good father either.
Yeah, I'll talk to Renju about this.
It was my misunderstanding.
Oh, hey. I've heard that voice before. Were you in Fire Emblem Three Houses? Are you the blue guy? The blue guy in Fire Emblem Three Houses?
What do you mean?
I thought that mothers love their children unconditionally.
Sounds like him. I don't know his name. Oh, and you were ignorant of the abuse.
But some mothers just can't do that. Well, no. Maybe she does love her.
It can be a twisted love.
But she has a hard time of it. Shoko was never hugged by her mother.
I see. So it's classic abuser plus the cycle of abuse again.
Not because her mother wasn't around. She was raised to never develop a sensitivity to affection. No hugs, no piggyback rides, nothing.
Yeah, that'll screw up a kid. Yeah. Definitely.
Maybe that's why she doesn't know how to love Mizuki.
Develop antisocial behaviors and... Again, I'm no expert. I feel like I've heard that before, So we're dealing with a cycle of abuse, as you know.
When an animal raised in captivity gives birth, sometimes it just doesn't know how to raise its young.
Okay, so what are you gonna do about it, sir?
It's just like that.
And what's this weird situation? I assume this is a different night. It'd be weird if we just, okay, Shoko, took her home and then we took Renju out to the same bar. Did you lose weight, Mama?
I'm not going to let you set up a joke. Listen to Ren's story.
What do you think?
Why are you asking me about raising a child,
Yeah, good point.
Really? You're not even going to say, oh no, Mama, you'd be a great mother. When you two are done talking, that's when I'll close up.
Oh, that's very kind of you, thank you.
Sorry about this. But that doesn't mean she's blameless in all this. Someone has to put a stop to it.
If I could have, I would have done it a long time ago.
What about counseling?
I did recommend that. She told me, I'm not sick. Why should I go see a doctor?
Well, a counselor, okay.
Mizuki is the problem. Mizuki is the sick one. No, Mizuki would never leave Shoko. She wouldn't hear of it. Mizuki and Shoko are practically attached at the hip.
Even with all of the hitting?
Well, it's her mother. It's...
Even if she's abused on a daily basis, even if she's treated like garbage, maybe Mizuki is hungry for love. She craves praise and attention and physical affection. She wants it from her mother. That's why she's so attached.
Well, I mean, girls usually get attached to their mothers. I mean, it's not crazy. Yeah, I kind of don't like this. He's like analyzing this as if he's above it or not part of the problem, or like, Renju, this is your family. This sort of he has this weird dispassionate take. Is like, yes, I can calmly analyze this situation. Look, even if they don't,
I have a company now.
Oh, you have a company now.
Lemniscate.
And we're at a crucial stage of development.
Yes, it's just inconvenient, you see. I cannot step in the for the abuse of my child. It's just, oh, it's just such a shame. But I'm at a very crucial stage of my career.
I can't take even a single second out of my day to deal with a kid.
Not a kid, your kid. Yeah, you're definitely part of the problem. You're...
Hey, that's your daughter you're talking about.
Yes. A kid. Right when he said, yeah, that nailed it, what he said just there. I can't deal with a kid.
Maybe because you two can't cooperate on raising a child, Shoko is having trouble coping.
Yeah, did you tell Shoko to quit her job to raise a child? Like, how responsible are you for this, huh? Especially if you knew about Shoko's background. Come on.
That might be it. Maybe this is partially my fault.
Partially my fault.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it. You two are both awful parents.
Thank you, Date. Date's scoring a lot of points in this section here. A kid.
I knew about the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's why 4 years ago, I decided to start taking care of Mizuki.
Thank goodness. That you cared enough to do that, that's...
Mizuki, you did nothing wrong. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. Not one single thing was your fault.
This is when you hug her. This is when you go up and you need to... Okay. Alright, well, that was... How long have I been going? Okay, we're stopping there. I went longer than I thought That was... Can I can't pause here? I'd like to stop right here, but I can't save from here. So... Let's go to the shrine. I feel like after that scene, we need to not go to someplace stressful. Let's go... Just start here real quick. Someplace that will not be too heavy.
Huh? Why are we at the shrine?
That's my question, Mizuki. Anyway, we will find out why we are at the shrine next time. So, I think I came across as a bit more rambly in this session. So if I did, I apologize. And I really want to say, it's just... I don't know. I don't want to come across as preachy or like I know everything, because I don't. I'm giving my thoughts. And so if I say something dumb or anything, then I'm sure it's just because I'm just reacting in the moment and I've not put in as much thought. But it just, I mean, I'm sure everyone who's played this, if they reach this part, I'm sure everyone gets a bit miffed, right? Just because of the... Because no one's going to feel good listening to stories of abuse, right? So... I don't know. It is interesting going from the Oda route where we got a... we had a broken but still wholesome family, and now we have a broken and completely unwholesome family, you know? Shoko is such a stark change from Mayumi. I'm sure that's intentional, right? I'm sure, you know, well, it seems a bit like we're meant to compare just a bit. Just from the fact that they're, you know, both parents. And yeah, Shoko and Renju are both quite piece of work, those two. Next time, hopefully... I don't know. It's just that the latter half of this has just been unexpectedly heavy. So I'm just gonna stop, or else I'll just ramble more. I hope you're all having a good day, and I'll see you next time for more the Somnium Files.